This thing right here that you are looking at is the one and only reason. Let me repeat that. The one and only reason that you believe in outer space. That you believe in all these galaxies and all these things way out there. Let me say that again. This television is the only reason, the only proof that you have for outer space. You take it on faith. But even one step further, you take it on blind faith because you've never seen outer space. You've seen what pops up on this thing right here. Now think to yourself about what I just said. Think. Am I wrong? Have you ever been to outer space? Have you ever experienced outer space? No. You have not. You've been told about this outer space by people who are lying, and you've been shown pictures and seen videos of this outer space on this thing right here. Television programming. You get that last word? Programming. So back to outer space. This is your outer space. Television. Fiction. CGI. Have you seen the things that they can do with movies today? It's unbelievable. They can make things look more real than the real thing with CGI and computer programs. This is your outer space. You have to conclude to yourself and to others, if you are after truth, that the television is the only real reason that you believe in outer space. Because you've never been there. You've never experienced it. So it's blind faith. And this is how it's all done. Not just with outer space, with anything. They can put almost anything on this TV, and most of us believe it. Maybe we don't believe it all the way or something, but automatically when something comes on this box, we give it way more credibility than just something in regular life. Since it's on this box, automatically in our minds, we've been trained to give it way extra accountability and credibility, and it's special, and there's something to it that we need to pay more attention to, and bam, it's got us, right? So you make false idols on the TV. You put people on TV, actors, celebrities, politicians, and they're not just human anymore. They're special. Because they're on this box, and that makes them special. That raises their credibility. That raises their value. And I don't care what anybody says, unless you've deprogrammed yourself, then that's how you're still thinking. See, I don't watch TV. I don't watch for a few years now. I haven't been able to. It's not because I'm like high and mighty and holy. No, I'm not. I can't. I'd have to force myself to. In other words, I have no interest in anything on this thing right here. Sometimes you have to sit through things to watch it and expose things, stuff like this, because they put truth in movies and all the things that are going on. Other than that, I've pretty much deprogrammed from the TV. I haven't watched TV regularly for probably like 5 years. But for those of you who still do watch this, and I used to be there too, I used to watch TV all the time, you gotta admit what I'm saying is true. Those two facts. Fact one, the only reason you believe in outer space, the only evidence that you have for outer space, is through this TV. That's it. Fact two, that when something comes on this box, they automatically are more special than other people. They automatically get more credibility to more people. And the credibility thing goes back to the space thing. Well, it's on TV. Oh, it's got to be credible. It's something special about that. Let me tune in. And you can't tell me this isn't true, because I grew up like that. I grew up on the TV, as most Americans did. I grew up on the TV. So I know these things already. Now, maybe you're in the deprogramming process. You're half in and half out, as they say. Right? You got one foot, you got 1 foot grounded in reality, and then you got 1 foot in TV land. Well, let me tell you this. The flat, stationary, domed earth, the fact that we are on that, once you take that other foot out of TV land, you're going to make that choice, and you're going to make that right choice, and you're going to see the Bible for what it is, the King James Bible, the truth about what we are on, what's above, what's below, and that there is no outer space, and that these rockets are not going into outer space. That's why they curve up. When they go, they always curve all the way to the left, because they don't want to hit the firmament in front of everybody, the whole world watching, and then they say, well, what did it hit? You see? And so once you deprogram yourself, completely wean yourself off of this thing, see it for what it really is, it's really a brainwashing tool. It's just like I said, how they do it. The flat earth, the fact that space is fake, and that NASA is all a joke, filmed in pools and CGI, and all these people floating in space are just on harnesses and ropes, come a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. When I found out about flat earth and how fake NASA is and what NASA really means, like where it came from, they're all ex-Nazis from Operation Paperclip. Ex-Nazis that America gave leniency to come over here and work for us. Over 1,000 of them. That's how NASA got started. When I came to realization of all this stuff, I was already weaned off the TV. I hadn't watched TV for a couple years. So when I came into the knowledge of this truth, it was simple for me. It was easy, because I already knew that this TV right here is how they get in your head, how they program you. That's why it's called television programming. And so flat earth, biblical creation, it was like overnight, 100% go, boom. Didn't need any convincing. Looked at all the things that the flat earth says, and overnight, I just knew it. I just knew it, because I was on a timeline. I think God's got me on like this timeline where I'm learning these new things, and I'm ready for it, and I'm ready for it, and I'm ready for it. See, 10 years ago, I wouldn't be ready for this, because I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 10 years ago, I was still watching TV quite a bit. But 2 years ago, then I was ready for it. So it just all came like a duck in the water. Boom. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. All the lies and the conspiracies that they've been telling us all the time, how they push it through this TV, makes sense. Flat earth. Boom. And you know what? You just use your common sense. You look up and you use your natural senses, your sight, your feel, and you realize we're not on a ball flying through space with water on it. That's ridiculous.
And I stay woke.